Hello, I'm Joe McDonald. Thanks for joining us for a special City Cable 3 report. On November 4th, 2008, Torrance residents came out to the polls and showed their overwhelming support for bond measures Y and Z. While it's been a long journey, TUSD board members and school administrators are excited to announce the future of Torrance Schools. Today we're speaking with the president of the school board to help explain what's in store for Torrance campuses and give us the nuts and bolts to the projects that lie ahead. Mr. Muratsuchi, thank you for joining us. As school board president, what would you like to tell the members of the community who supported both of these measures?
We are very appreciative to the Torrance community for overwhelmingly supporting measures Y and Z. As you know, Joe, Measure Y got over 74% of the vote, and Measure Z got over 71% of the vote. A clear, overwhelming mandate from the Torrance community to fix our old schools. What we were able to pass the school bonds with such overwhelming majority because everyone came together on the school bond campaign. First of all, the parents really took the lead in passing the school bonds. They are the ones who are most intimately familiar with how the school facilities affect their child day in and day out. And so the parents, the PTA leaders, really took the lead, and we are very appreciative to the parent committee for having done that. We are also very appreciative to Mayor Scotto and the City of Torrance for working hand in hand with the school district. We are very happy with the partnership that we have with the city and the school district to work together to address the urgent needs that the Torrance community faces. And so I want to thank the City of Torrance for supporting the school bonds. Many other people worked very hard to pass the school bonds. We had students campaigning, making phone calls at our phone banks, walking door to door, teachers, staff members, everyone came together. And it was because everyone came together recognizing the urgent need to fix our schools that we were able to achieve such a great return on measures Y and Z.
There are 5 members of the school board. Each of you was instrumental in getting these measures passed. Can you introduce everybody?
Yes, well, first I'd like to really emphasize that every part of the Torrance community came together to support measures Y and Z, and so that really was the driving force and the reason for the overwhelming support for the bonds. But the school board members did work very hard on the campaigns, and the members are Vice President Mark Steffen, Clerk Don Lee, and school board members Dr. Michael Ernst and Terry Reagans.
It's been 2 months since the election. It's a brand new year. I know that you have a meeting on January 20th with some exciting announcements to be made. What are they?
It's a very exciting time for Torrance schools and for Torrance kids. We're going to start the process on January 20th with the initial discussion as to how we're going to go about to fix our old schools. Initially, as soon as we got the overwhelming results from the community to fix our old schools, our staff got right to work, and they began discussions with our architects and the construction management company that we are going to be working with. They are going to be presenting a priority list of our 30 K through 12 schools in terms of which schools present the greatest needs that need to be addressed first, that need to be fixed first, and down the line to other schools that may not present as urgent of needs, but nonetheless, need to be fixed and will be fixed. The majority of Torrance schools are over 50 years old, and even though we have a great school district with great test scores, great kids, great families, one of the missing components to our winning program here in Torrance has been dilapidated school facilities.
What is the board?
We have begun the process of having our principals discuss plans with each school site council, with PTA groups, with their staff, and so we want to emphasize, and this program being a part of our effort, to really emphasize we recognize the importance of communication. We want to communicate and keep the Torrance community up to date in terms of our school modernization plans, in terms of the status of our renovation activities, as well as what we're working on now in terms of the overall process. We are really emphasizing the importance of communication.
Okay, on February 2nd, the board will appoint members of the Citizens Oversight Committee. How are those people selected, and how many people will be on the board?
We began the process of soliciting applications for people who are interested in serving on the Citizen Oversight Committee. First, let me explain the purpose of the committee. When we campaigned for Measure Y and Measure Z, we promised the people of Torrance that we will build into our school modernization efforts certain accountability provisions to ensure that taxpayer dollars are spent wisely. And one of those measures that we built into this process is this Independent Citizens Oversight Committee. The purpose of the committee is to ensure that all taxpayer dollars are only spent on projects that we have itemized in the bond ballot measures. It is also to ensure that no taxpayer dollars are spent on district salaries or any operational expenses. So, our old schools, and to make sure that taxpayer dollars are spent wisely, we are making sure that we will have representation on this committee from business groups, from taxpayer organizations, from homeowner associations, from senior citizen organizations, as well as, of course, representatives from PTA and other parent groups.
Besides Hull Middle School, what are some of the other projects on the horizon?
We're going to prioritize the list of our 30 K-12 schools, with Hull being the first that we're going to rebuild. We are also going to build a whole new set of classrooms at Fern Elementary School. Right now, the 4th and 5th grade students have been located in temporary classrooms off-site from the Fern Elementary School, and that's posed some safety and other concerns for the Fern Elementary School community, and so we're going to focus on building new classrooms at Fern Elementary School. Then we are going to prioritize the schools in terms of which schools have the greatest needs. We are also working on addressing our high school stadiums. This spring, we will begin the process of laying down artificial turf, artificial tracks at each one of our high schools, each one of our north, south, west, and Torrance high schools. And we are beginning the process, discussing with architects the efforts to fix our bleachers. So we're going to address the bleacher situation at Torrance and South High Schools first, and then we're going to soon thereafter address the bleachers at West High School and North High School. So that is what we have for schedule. We have such great kids. We have such great staff here in Torrance. We're getting the good test scores, but we're hoping that by fixing our schools that we will create a much better learning environment for Torrance kids, so that we will continue to grow the already great program that we have here in Torrance.
Mr. Muratsuchi, thank you for joining us. I know I learned a lot, and I know the community of Torrance is going to be excited to learn about what's going to be happening for the students of Torrance.
Joe, I want to thank the city of Torrance and Mayor Scotto for giving us this opportunity.